What is like what are we doing? Like what is happening?
I can feel it. I can feel them dying. It's so good.
Is this the part? Oh, yes, this is the part where Lan finally wakes up and kills the Gray Man. And the Gray Man stops the bubble of evil for some reason. And this is when you find out that later you find out, you're like, well, wait a second. Was the Gray Man doing this whole thing? Why did killing the Gray Man stop the bubble of evil? And then you find out, oh, it wasn't a bubble of evil at all. Let's go back. It was apparently Lanfear. This was Lanfear and Moraine's big plan to kill everybody. Their big plan was to kill everybody. Moraine had never hurt a soul. She would never hurt them, but she had them all killed. Like, what the fuck are you doing, show? Nynaeve is dead now. Perrin is dead. Loyal is dead. Fucking Agomar is dead. Guido Kane, aka Uno, is dead. Why are there so many? Nynaeve is dead like 3 times over dead. Like, there are so many zombies. It should be zombie of time. There are zombies walking around everywhere. What is happening? What the fuck is... And it was all because Moraine teamed up with fucking the devil again. The devil who is, of course, fucking our main character because he likes it. He's so fucking overdue on the rent that he has to keep fucking her forever. Holy shit! Fucking Moraine had them murdered, and it's like, no, don't worry, she healed them. What? Are you fucking crazy, show? Lan let Moraine stab Nynaeve 11 times, apparently. Lan let that happen. Nothing shows love like letting the person you love get stabbed by a fucking crazy person that has no soul 11 times. Holy shit! What is wrong with you, show? What is fucking wrong? Oh, and then we find out, we're like, oh, well, this is why? How does a Gray Man make a fucking bubble of evil? There was a Gray Man? You didn't know there was a fucking Gray Man? Like, so why did the bubble of evil stop? It was just a coincidence that man killed the Gray Man and stopped the bubble of evil? They have nothing to do with each other? All of a sudden, we have Moganor who makes the shadow spawn. Why is everybody afraid of Mogideon? Mogideon is the biggest pussy in the series. Why have we made her so scary to everybody but anybody watching? All we can do is laugh and go, why are we afraid of this fucking weird-looking person that looks like she should be in Dumb and Dumber? Why? What the fuck is wrong with you, show? Why would you do this? This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Chillporial. And I figure, if we're going to keep talking about Wheel of Time, I got to have the expert himself, Prophet of the Dragon, and that legendary rant. I told you I was going to clip this. I told you.
Yeah,
I think it was a build up for 2 freaking minutes. I had to lower the resolution so I could fit the damn thing in this StreamYard.
Well, I feel bad because you could tell I had like fucking cotton mouth from talking so long. So it's just like there was shit. It was like I got rabies. There was just like shit coming out of my mouth. It's like, oh well, whatever. So yeah.
So how are you, man? Like I know like yesterday was a pretty stressful day.
Yeah, they've all been stressful here lately, but we're hanging in there. Things are better. Dad's home. Kids are well, and here we are. So I can't complain. We're okay. We're not. We're on the other side of the bad stuff, so we're okay. Onward and upward, right?
Yeah, I figure get all the non-wheel wheel of time stuff out of the way, save that for the good portion of this stream. So I
Yes,
figure
sir.
you saw the Nintendo Direct yesterday, right?
I did. I did. My kids are very excited.
So you said they were excited for Tomodachi Life.
Yes.
I've never played that. I've seen it on the 3DS. I know it was produced by Sakamoto, the guy that does all the 2D Metroids. So
Mm-hmm.
is that just basically like a me simulator, basically?
Basically, yeah. I mean, basically, that's. I never played it either. It was like they played it on the 3DS, and like they loved it. Like it's like, it's like, and then they were like they were pissed off because it came out with Miitopia instead of Tomodachi Life 2. So they still, so it's like a Miitopia type game. They liked Miitopia a lot too, but I don't, I've never played Tomodachi Life either, so I don't even really know what it is. But it's basically, you make your Miis. And Nintendo lets you make your weird ass looking characters because they're behind the times. They don't let you make actual avatars, but they let you make your weird Miis, and then you can have them do shit, right? So
Yeah.
that's basically Miitopia or Tomodachi Life. So they're thrilled. So like it's one of those games. They're so happy that like I've only had to buy, because we have 3 Switches in the household. If that tells you anything, you know this.
Yeah.
I had to buy 2 copies of Tears of the Kingdom because me and Issa were playing Tears of the Kingdom at the same time. We had to buy 2 copies of Animal Crossing, and those are the only ones I've ever had to buy 2 copies for. So I will definitely have 2 copies of Tomodachi Life guaranteed. They will play the shit out of this game.
What'd you think of that announcement about the was it the virtual game cards where you
I have
can
no
switch
idea what
them between if you have more than one Switch? I think it's up to 2 for now.
To be honest, I only have I don't even know what it means. Like, so it means I can actually, if I digitally download something, I can play it on 2 systems instead of 1. Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
you could. Yeah,
It's
that's what.
good.
That's
Why can't I play
yeah,
it on 4 systems? I bought it.
because they
That's
want
why
you to buy more. Because
that, well,
Nintendo
right.
wants you to buy more.
That's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem I have with digital sales. And like Steam is doing better now, so I will give it to Steam. Steam, as long as you're in a family group, I can play it, right. So like, Ryan will have games and I'm in his family group, so if I want to try it, I can boot it up as long as he's not playing it, right? So I think that's what they should be doing, but money. Here
Yeah,
comes the money. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
and then what's funny is I didn't even know that. I was like, this direct caught me by surprise. Like
Yeah, I didn't.
everybody
Yeah,
knows
me
about
too.
that one that's gonna be next week about the Switch 2, but like this one, I was like, I didn't even know they were gonna
Does
have a final
does Switch
direct.
2 come out next week, or is it just the
No.
direct? Okay.
So right now the rumor is the Switch 2 is going to come out in June and that pre-orders are going to start April 9th. So the direct for Switch 2 is going to be April 2nd, which will be next
Well,
Wednesday.
and that was a new Mario Kart. What was, because I swore that
Yeah.
was not a new Mario Kart. I thought
No,
I
it's
thought it was.
everyone else says it's a new Mario Kart, so I'm just
I
going to
I could
assume
have
it's a new
swore up
Mario
and
Kart.
down it was just the same old
It,
Mario Kart.
it looks a lot smoother and it looks a lot more next gen
I
to
hope it
be honest.
is. No,
So,
no,
yeah.
I hope it is. Like, it's a long overdue, but yeah. So
I'm curious if this next Mario Kart's going to be like, like Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, where it's going to have like not just Mario Kart, or not just Mario characters, but it's going to have like, characters from all the different Nintendo IPs.
why not just do Smash Brothers Mario Kart? Fuck it.
Smash Brothers Mario Kart. Yeah. So, but yeah, this game, this is the
Highly
game that,
customizable bikes and shit, right? But yeah, I know you're
yeah,
looking forward to this big time.
this is the game that's going to get me out of my gaming
Funk.
apathy. I like
Yeah.
funk. Yeah. Cause I've only played. Well, here's a fun thing. Our mutual friend, Angry Canadian, he got me interested in a game I never even knew about until like a few weeks ago. It's called Dino Crisis. So it's basically Resident Evil. It's
I
made
know.
by
Yeah.
Capcom, came out on PS1. It's basically Resident Evil, same fixed camera,
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Except instead of zombies, it's dinosaurs. So it's
Yep.
like Jurassic Park. And you know
Yep.
what? It's still terrifying. And I bought it on the GOG, which is Galaxy GOG or
Yeah.
something. So
Good old games, isn't it?
I don't know.
Great,
I
good old
guess.
game. God, that's where I got. That's where I was able to buy the Wheel of Time game. Was GOG. So
I'll have to check out that. I remember seeing you watching you and Easton playing it like a couple years ago, so I'll have to check out that game at some point. But
yeah,
are
it
they?
was.
Is it
Yeah,
just you that's excited for this? Is Easton excited? Does he like
what
Metroid at all?
Metroid?
Yeah.
Uh, nah, it's pretty much just me because I like the Metroid. I'm no good, so I'm going to play this because I like Metroid. I will suck at it because I suck at every first person shooter that I ever played. So I'm not as good or don't have as big an attachment to the Prime series as some of the other Metroid because like I said, I'm just not very good at it. Maybe this will be different just because I have been branching out a little bit. I've been playing my Marvel Rivals, now they got the new computer and stuff, so I still if things have changed with me being a little bit, older and I guess wiser, that me being trying to be the best isn't really that big a deal anymore. It's just
Nah,
about me
same here.
playing the game, right? So, um,
I try
it
not to
looks
play it on
good.
easy either, but yeah, this looks great.
Like that's the thing. I don't care. I'll play it on easy. I don't give a fuck. Like I would rather like the whole ego thing for me is gone. Like if I play it on easy and I have fun because I'm not just like slamming my head against the wall, I'm fine with that. Like people doing hard mode and stuff, I get that for if that's your
Yeah, I don't
deal,
waste
but
time with that. There's
I
no. I
get
mean,
it.
we don't. I mean,
I get it, but it's
I
just not
mean,
for me.
unless you're a kid nowadays, and
Yeah.
you have all the time to kill, go for it. But
Yeah.
I don't have. I mean, I'm not even married. I don't have kids. I don't have kids. I don't have time for this.
I,
You're robot
I
or my robot.
just saw the orange
Uh-oh.
Deke.
Say something.
Hello, this
Okay, now
is
you're good. Now you're good.
Bob Kebab Coos. I don't know.
Yeah, you froze and then you roboted.
I don't know. My connection's fine. I'm full power here, so I'm not sure. Whatever.
Maybe it's me.
We seem to be through it. Whatever.
So yeah, so I mean, this is basically the only This is basically the only Switch game I'm looking forward to. If this comes out for Switch 2, I'll buy a Switch 2 right away.
Yeah, they
If
would be
not,
smart to
then
make
I'm
this a launch
yeah
title, wouldn't they?
yeah it would be. I mean, either that or a 3D Mario would sell me on buying a Switch. Mario Kart is, I mean, I like Super Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart 64. I know a lot of people love Double Dash. I never really got into it.
I
But
love
after
it.
that, it
Yeah.
just feels like Mario Kart's been a dime a dozen since. So I mean,
Um.
I'll play it, but I'm not going to be super into it. It's definitely not a console. It's not a system seller for me.
Look, there's Look, new system. I think new Switch, new Mario Kart makes sense, right? But
Yeah,
I'm with you. It's one of those. I'll but get it. We'll play it. We'll have fun with it. Just like if there's another Smash, we'll get it. We'll play it. We'll have fun with it. But I'm looking forward to more of the unique new titles that like Prime 4, right? That
yeah.
we haven't had a lot of, right? So I still Dread's one of my favorite Switch games. It just came out of nowhere and it was great.
That I gotta replay, and I'm still waiting to hear about Prime 2 and Prime 3 HD because I mean,
Yeah.
I love both of those games as well. I still haven't been Prime 1 HD, but Prime 1 HD, if you have a Switch, get that game.
Yeah.
It is such a beautiful remaster. It's one of the best looking games I've ever played.
Grifter, I do OnlyFans, but they would never have me, man. I'm too good. I'm too good at
Oh,
hardcore. No, I'm kidding.
only Fangs.
It's a Warcraft. It's a hardcore Warcraft like guild. They do. It's a streamer guild for Warcraft. So they have some fun times. It's actually pretty fun to watch them sometimes because there's a lot of idiots that don't know how to play Warcraft, so they die in funny weird ways, and then drama starts and stuff. So it's pretty good entertainment if I'm not lying, but I do that, but I would never be invited. I'm not a streamer like them. So
Yeah.
but
Uh,
yeah,
are you
looking
gonna
forward to it.
Are you gonna get any of like that? And I think Dragon Warrior has had an HD remaster.
I never got into the Dragon Warrior franchise. Um, it just never. I
Same.
don't. I tried and I've tried in hindsight. Um, but I just it never it's crazy because you think it would, but it's just it might be worth giving another shot because didn't they just release a new HD version or something, right?
Yeah. Did they finally come out with Suikoden?
Yes, I actually have it sitting on my it's one thing that I have not gotten to that's really aggravating me because I've had it sitting on my PS5 just sitting there waiting to be played, and I haven't had a chance to boot it up yet. So, hopefully, I'm hoping maybe even as soon as this weekend, I'm gonna pop it on and start playing it because I really want to get back into it. I've been waiting, and it finally came out, and I bought it the day it came out, and I've been sitting here like holding it, and just
Yeah.
one thing after another happens, and I haven't, my backlog of games is growing once again. It's just like, goddamn, yeah.
That's been hopeless for me since 2010 when I had a job and this thing called money and I could
Yeah,
buy games whenever I want to the point
it's
where I bought more games than I could play. So
yeah. Well, right. That's where it's at, right? It's like I got games I would love to finish but haven't finished and just
yeah,
don't have time to finish. And then there's
yeah.
new games come out. And it's just like I'd love to play that, but you
Yeah,
know,
that's part of the reason why I'm just completely apathetic because I have everything. I just don't know where to. I just don't know what
yeah.
to
Well, there's like
start.
this. Well, I think that's also not to go off on a weird tangent, but I also think that's why games like Marvel Rivals is so successful. I can just boot that up for 5 minutes, play a few rounds, and be done with it.
Yeah, I actually Dred Roberts, our mutual friend, bullied me into picking it up. I never played those type of games, so I was
It's
playing it
free
with
too,
him.
right? I mean,
Yeah, it's free, and I'm probably the worst person to play Marvel because I have
oh,
no. And I'm playing it on a keyboard and mouse, and
so am I.
I cannot play games on keyboard and mouse unless
I
it's
mean,
like
that's how I generally play those hero shooters. That's how Ryan does too. But it's funny because I'm not good, right? I'm terrible. But
yeah,
I boot up, I grab the thing, and I'm like sitting there trying to figure out what Easton's standing behind me is coaching me because Easton's pretty good at it too.
yeah.
And so they're excited. I picked it up. So Easton said to go try this, try that. I'm like, just fuck off. I'll figure it out, right? So I grabbed the thing. I'm like, I'm gonna try the thing, and I actually do pretty good with it. He's like, okay. So he grabs Ryan and he goes on his computer, and all of a sudden they're like hardcore carrying me. Like, you just be the thing, and we got you. And Ryan freaking, I don't know what level he is. He's above diamond. He's like really fucking good, but he just like every time we played, it was MVP.
Yeah,
Rhino the Great. I'm like, fuck you, man.
yeah. So just to give some context, so Steve's son Ryan is a big Mega Man fan,
Yep.
and now I've been playing Mega Man longer than his son's been alive. We both have, and he owns us both. Like I've
Oh,
tried to he I tried to play I tried to challenge him to Mega
yeah,
Man 7, the
yeah,
game that I probably played the most, and he destroyed me. Like he beat the game.
yeah,
Like he beat the game within an hour. It took me 3 hours to beat it
yeah.
because I just kept dying.
He's a very good gamer. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
excellent.
so he's like calling he's still my Mega Man hero.
He's mine too. He's like
Yeah,
you. It would be great if we actually got a freaking new Mega Man somewhere out there. That'd be wonderful.
I guess 11 didn't sell enough, and Capcom's putting all their efforts into Monster Hunter as
I
their third
guess I don't
franchise
know.
outside of Resident Evil and Street Fighter. But before
Yeah,
we got going further, I want to say hello to the chat. So we got Alexander Nurendun. What's up? Joshua Templeton, Grifter 23X, Thumb Maryland. Basically all of your guys. Staple
they're all my
Bow,
guys, man. What can I
all your
say?
guys, and
They're all my guys.
we got a White Cloak. Once again, congrats on getting over 1K subs. And yeah, all right. So all
Literally,
right, but yeah, Nintendo Direct. I'm looking forward to it next week. I can't wait to. You and I will definitely chat about it. The Switch
okay.
too.
Dude,
Um,
real quick before we go, what did you think about the game they based off of the secret level episode? Did you see that?
no.
Gosh, it was the Pac-Man game.
I still have not seen still have not seen Secret
So
Level.
I'm trying to remember what the hell. Oh gosh, I can't find it on the list where they have it. But there was a game based off of Secret Level was the show on
Yeah, it had the
Amazon
Mega
Prime.
Man, it had the Pac-Man, it had
Right.
was it World of Warcraft,
Right,
Warhammer.
Warhammer, yeah, so they had this, weird, rendition on, like, Pac-Man, like, it was a weird take on Pac-Man that they did, and Switch released a game based on that weird take of Pac-Man. I was like, "Huh, that's interesting." So I may try it out, I don't know, I forget what it's called now, but
All right, well, I'll have to check out. I remember seeing you guys talk about Pac-Man. So I'll have to
Shadow Labyrinth, that's what it's called.
Shadow Labyrinth. Okay,
Shadow Labyrinth, it's a Metroidvania, yeah.
all right, okay. I'll have to check that out. You know, there's another Metroidvania I've heard that I should check out. It's called Record of Lodoss War: Deedlit's Quest or something like that. So I don't know if you're
Hmm.
familiar with Record of Lodoss War. Oh, it's anime. So it's a
I've
fantasy.
I
It's an
have
epic fantasy anime from a long time ago. Really good.
I have heard it. I know of it. I don't know of it though. I have heard it. Here in Lotus War, I it rings a bell, but
So yeah, if you if you're ever interested, I could hook you up with that. But it's a great show. If you're into fantasy, you like dungeon crawling and epic, like Lord of the Rings, epic war, fantasy, magic, and all that.
yeah.
Lotus War has it all. So all right. So you said you saw kind of move on. You said you saw Adolescence. So you're the other person that watched it. You know why I watched it? Because it was controversial. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it. It
Uh,
was short enough for me to um
so I watched it, but I don't want to say in the background, but it was sort of in the background. I was doing some other things, so like I watched it. I had it on, and I was making building my Warhammer guy. That seems to be what happens here lately with games or with shows that only capture half my attention. I'll be building a Warhammer figure while I'm watching it. But yeah, it was a bit of a weird show. Uh, yeah, I don't know what did you think? I'm sort of my feelings about it are sort of it was a show.
I mean, they tried to. I mean, like I first read about this on Elon Musk's X and all that, and I read that. I've been aware of, like, there's been high crime in the UK for a while. There's been
Right.
stabbings, there's been rape gangs, and all that stuff. Um, and I'm hearing about this, and everybody's saying that, oh, this kid basically murders this girl
Right.
because she rejects him. And the show basically tries to tell us that he killed her because of Andrew Tate and toxic masculinity and the manosphere and the red pill and the
Okay.
80-20 rule, which I didn't even know what it was until I watched this, which is, 80% of women are only interested in 20% of men type of thing.
Okay.
And they tried to pin, like, I mean, and the thing was, they marketed this originally as based off of a true story, and then people got wind of it and found out what the story was based off of. Was It was actually, it was a person of particular complexion that committed, like a teenager that committed knife crimes against a girl. And then all of a sudden, the showrunner comes out and says, "Oh, this was not based off of any particular thing. It was based off a whole bunch of things." Like, bullshit.
Right.
You're full of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It
Just be
was
real about it.
yeah, yeah, just yeah, well, that's what's going on with all kinds of things, right? You say one thing and your action show you're doing something completely different, right? Just just don't switch your intent. If your intent is to do a thing, then just be confident in your own decision to do the thing that you back it up, but you're spineless. So like, right? So I
Yeah.
don't know. It was one of those. It was like some of the scenes. Like I had some trouble with it just because like there's some of the scenes. The dad, like I think part one of like they were trying to make the dad like like that's why I'm only half remembering some of it. Did they try and pin the dad as being an abuser on him? I feel like they did at one point. They
I
were trying
think
to.
they asked him, like, they asked him a whole series of questions, like, is he an abuser? He's like, no. And then like I liked how they made liked as I liked how they made the dad just look completely helpless.
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah, I felt bad for the dad because the dad was just like,
they come in with their little battering their little battering rams, and they just come in. They hold the mom at gunpoint. They make her drop to the ground, and they go into the kid's bedroom, haul
yep,
him out, read him his rights or
yeah,
whatever. I don't know how it is in the UK. um and the one thing I did like, I liked the real time aspect, and I liked how I liked how, like, the camera was focusing on different characters, and it felt like they were in, like, a real environment where other things were going on outside of, who we were following. That was
yeah,
probably the only thing I liked about it. um but the message to me was problematic. Like, they were trying to. So the first episode was all about him getting arrested, and then the parents dealing with it, and they had, like, the CRT footage that proved that he stabbed the girl,
yeah.
even though he kept denying it
Yeah,
until he was caught.
that was one of the parts of the movie that was just like the fact that he was just in complete denial. You know, they showed the video of him just stabbing her, and he's like, "I didn't stab her." It's just like, dude, like the jig is up. You're on camera, brother. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like so. That was one of those like I don't know. It was one of those. I was just are we depicting a kid that's in complete denial? Like I don't know what that has to do with the manosphere, but
Nothing. I mean, the kid was I mean, the kid was simply rejected. So he got a knife from his friend. We find out episode 2. The kid's friend gave him the knife, and the kids, like, so the episode 2 was all about that same cop that broke into the kid's house. They go
yeah,
to the school, and they talk to the kids on well, maybe not quite unsupervised. They should have had. I think I heard that they're supposed to have a parent of around when
yeah,
police talked,
yeah. I would hope so. Yeah,
question a kid in
yep,
school. They just had some faculty member there. And yeah, then
yep.
all of a sudden, like, the main cop's son tells him about all this, and it just feels like it's forced. And then, of course, you had the waif from Game of Thrones was his partner, and she brings up Andrew Tate. I'm like, what does Andrew Tate have to do with this? I mean,
Well, he has something to do with everything, right? It's Andrew Tate. No, so, I
Andrew,
don't
yeah,
know.
apparently,
I don't know.
he's.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. And
I
then
mean,
like one of the scenes I remember the most is actually the scene you have up where he's basically going off on the therapist, being like, "Do you think I'm ugly, biatch?" Like it's like, whoa, like that's sort of weird, right? Just this confrontation between like I guess this is the psychologist and him just being like, be honest. Do you think I'm ugly? Like it was just like I was like, I
I'm
don't
like,
know. I was just like, what?
the moment he got out of the chair, there should have been, like, where's the security? Like,
Yeah,
these should be, there should be what people watching. I mean, there's people watching.
yeah. It was sort of I don't know. Like I don't know what picture it was supposed to be painting for me. So I was just like watching it for as a movie, right? And it
I
was
think,
like it was
I think,
fine.
I think the purpose of this was to make us feel less sympathetic towards the character, towards him. So they made him like Joe Pesci, or if you want a real life actor, Klaus Kinski, just go ape shit on you, like, out of
Yeah,
nowhere, which
yeah,
is what they did here.
yeah. Basically, yeah. He just goes bonkers. And it's just like,
And then the last episode was just about the family after this. Like, oh, we're celebrating, the dad's having a birthday, he's happy. Then all of a sudden they're at Home Depot, or wherever the fuck UK Home Depot is. And
yeah,
all of a sudden this worker's like, I know who you are. I'm like, nobody talks like that.
no,
Nobody goes up to someone and says, hey, you need a lawyer, we can help. I'm like, shut up, weirdo, go away. What are you talking? And then all of a sudden he goes off on this kid because they pointed his van or something.
yeah,
some British word I've never heard of, which I guess is incel in Brit. It's called, I don't know. It starts with an N or something.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I
And
don't
he
know.
just he I don't know, he yells at the kid, grabs him, throws him, and then throws his bike, and then messes up the lot with paint. And they're like, "Are you gonna clean it up?" I'm like, "No, fuck you," and they leave.
Okay. You're talking about because his van is all fucked up,
Yeah,
and
this is
he's
episode
the
4. I'm like,
dad is
this is a
freaking out,
yeah,
and
this is like
yeah,
yeah. I'm like, what? This
yeah.
is like 8 months later. I'm like, really?
I felt bad for the dad in that point because he's just but the
Yeah,
dad's also being a dumbass. The mom is trying to hold it together, and so is the daughter, and the dad's just being like, no, we're not. It's like, dude, you're in a small town. It's time for you to move, bro. It's time to go.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you need to go. Like it's like it hasn't. It's like, oh, this stuff somebody will find out and they'll follow us around. No, it won't. It's not
No,
gonna follow you around. Just it only follow you around if you allow it to. So
yeah,
I mean, at least in
agree.
my opinion, it's like, look, I guess some of these things are big and huge, but
Yeah,
if you don't call attention to it, then yeah, it could come out eventually. But you have a lot of time to build yourself up in a community before that happens, and plus, that kid won't be a part of it. He's gonna be gone forever. So
yeah. And then they call. He calls him. Wishes him happy birthday over the phone. And like so he's asking him questions, and the dad doesn't tell him he's on speaker. And for a second, I
yeah,
thought the kid was gonna freak out on him. It's like, what
yeah, because yeah,
like I was expecting that. Um, and it didn't happen. He just said, "I'm gonna change my plea to guilty." And I was just like,
yeah.
I thought you didn't do it. So I mean,
Well, I guess we're supposed to think that time has passed and like
he
maybe
thought about it.
psychology has helped and blah 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 blah. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's just like I feel like there was some stuff missing, but like they could have maybe they're rehashing the same thing over and over and over again, right? So it's just
Yeah.
becoming redundant at that point. So there's not really that much to tell in the story, right?
Yeah, and then he gets home, goes in the room and cries. It's like, we made him, we made him. Like, yeah, you made him, and you didn't based on what the show is saying, you didn't really talk to him, you didn't get to know him, what he likes. I mean, I figure as a parent, and I mean, Steve, you know what your kids like, you know what
Oh yeah,
makes your kids
of
tick. You
course.
take part in it. When you don't take part in it, your kids don't feel like they're valued or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a parent.
I don't know. It was one of the like the dad didn't like I don't know. The dad didn't seem that far off, I guess. But like I don't know the whole aspect of him getting it. I maybe I missed that part of it of all of him getting all this influence from YouTube or whatever from Twitch. I didn't see that being.
I didn't see any evidence of it. Just that felt very ham fisted,
I
all
yeah.
that.
I didn't see any of that influence being shown. Right? It's like if
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like he's being influenced by social media presences, then why have like there doesn't seem to be any scenes of him taking in social media. I don't know. I just like I said, it didn't grab my full attention. So I guess I'm one of those half phone watchers when it comes to that.
Hey, I actually watched something, so that's a miracle in and of itself. I don't watch a whole lot of shows. A lot of shows suck now. Like I have
Yeah.
no. If I see something new that comes out, unless it's controversial or if it's something I'm looking forward to, which is a rarity, I'm not going to care. Like
Yeah.
most Netflix shows, I don't care because they really don't do it. So, um, and I mean, Daredevil. I mean, just to briefly, I've only watched the first 2 episodes. The beginning of the first episode was basically bait. Here's some bait. Remember Matthew Murdock. Remember he dresses up as Daredevil. Remember that. Remember Bullseye. Remember how much of a great villain he was in season 3. Like he was just like kicking everybody's butt. He was kicking I'll never forget that episode. I forget who he was trying to kill. They're in the office. They're in the newspaper, and Matt Murdock's trying to fight off Bullseye with the Daredevil costume, and he just keeps throwing shit at him, and I'm just like, I couldn't like
Wait,
that whole season.
are you talking?
I'm watching. I'm talking about season 3.
Oh,
Of
okay.
Daredevil. Remember in the newspaper, and that was I
Yeah.
think his first fight with Bullseye, and Bullseye completely owned him.
Yeah, he's
And
trying to kill Karen, I think.
was it Karen or was
Is it
it
Karen
like
or the I think it's Karen. I thought it was Karen.
Karen
The
or
news the other news reporter, but I thought he was already gone.
I don't know. Did he?
I thought
I
it was
forget if
Karen. I don't know.
I forget if he succeeded, and like there was like defeat after defeat, and because of that, I watched the entire season, all 13 episodes on a Sunday. I just from morning till night, I watched the entire season 3. Now this new Born Again comes out. I saw the first fight. The first fight was not great, and they killed Foggy right away. I was like, okay, this is not going where I'm expecting it to go. And I'm watching it and like, this is extremely boring. I'd rather watch Gotham. I'd rather watch Gotham than this.
It's unfortunate because they got me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the trailer looked good.
The trailer they did a
And
good
the Last
job of.
Jedi trailer looked good too.
Yep,
What we
yeah, I think it was yeah, I think they were trying to kill Karen in that episode. But yeah, they debated us. They debated me anyways. I saw the trailer and I was like, wow, that looks good. Maybe that coupled with all the comments about, them reshooting and retooling and all that. I was like, well, maybe Born Again's gonna be good. And nope, we got
got a fight at
episode
the end of
one.
episode 6.
Well, you knew it was fucked immediately because they killed Foggy off, and then as soon as they got rid of Foggy, they got rid of Karen, and it's like
Yeah.
so they didn't really reshoot anything. They just shot a new scene, so they could have all this promotional stuff saying that Foggy and Karen were in the show, so they could fake people into thinking that it was a return to season 3, or to the Netflix seasons, which apparently it did its job because a lot of people, including myself, were fooled into thinking, "Oh shit, we're gonna have it's gonna they're actually gonna try and bring it back to the Netflix type of quality." And since that one fucking fight, there's only been one other fight, which just happened in episode 6 between Muse. It was Muse and Daredevil, and I have to go back and watch it because it was like I said, I was doing something else watching it because the show was so fucking boring. It's just Night Court, but freaking stupid.
Come on, that's not fair to Night
Not
Court.
Night Court.
Night Court's awesome.
Night Court's
awesome.
a good show. No, that was funny. Not Night Court. We'll go with fucking Matlock.
Matlock.
I don't know. It's just
the new one.
It's a lawyer show.
And a bad one too. I mean, like, do you want to just
outs a superhero in episode 3? He completely divulges a guy's secret fucking identity. It gets him killed.
Oh boy. Yeah. I haven't even watched that, so I can't really comment. That just tells you how interested I am in the show. And well, it doesn't. I guess it has the D+ level of quality, which is non-existent. So,
yeah.
But before we even go further, William Richards gifted a Nerporial membership, so that went to Nerdy Neo. Thanks, buddy. You didn't have to do that. I know. I mean, I was just I was saying a lot of weird crap in your chat, so I was saying a lot of weird crap in your chat. So I got to. So I had to. Kind of to make up for with super chats and donations. So, but yeah, thanks, buddy. Great hanging out with you the other day, last week. So Steve has to step away. So I figure, let's sink our teeth into the greatest show on earth. And no, it's not Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. It's this show starring a moron. So apparently, episode 4. So episode 4 had the glass column. So I had a stream with Miss Martin Muses last Sunday, and we talked exclusively about the Glass Counts because I mean those are my two favorite chapters from the Shadow Rising. Now I know I've bitched and complained and moaned about the Shadow Rising during my book club streams. If you haven't watched those, check those out. They're a lot of fun. I definitely plan on doing one on Sunday, talking about the first half of Crown of Swords. So I'm almost done with the chapter 20, which is a Savannah chapter. So definitely check out. Yeah, Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls is probably better. I'd probably rather watch Gilmore Girls than anything Disney Plus related. So, but so apparently there's a fight. So apparently they ran trains with Lan, and he talks about his feelings because that's what Bookland totally did, right? He totally talked about they totally talked about their feelings. So I don't know. I mean, like, just whatever. You kind of waited too long for this, and of course, I didn't know this, but Nair sisters are gay now. Well, that's an episode 5 thing, but I don't even remember half the stuff. So okay, so what the hell is okay? So that's Melindra. Oh, nice thing. I'm loving these stills right here. I like Ruark. I think Ruark's pretty solid actor to play that role. Melindra. I'm curious if Melindra is a dark friend. Like, yeah, like I don't know if it was Dane that said it or Will or Steve or something, but I think that she's gonna betray Lan and she's gonna try to kill him. She's gonna have the drop on him because that's basically what he is. He's not the embrace death, book Land. This is fake Land basically. So yeah, she's definitely going to kill him, and she's going to be the reason why Malkier fell or something. I don't know. This is some stupid dipshit stuff. We got a wild Nas who's going to tell me that this is the greatest show ever, and the Wheel of Time books are the worst. Because that's our Nas. We love him. So this whole fight with Avienda and Lan, I'm just like, this is just terrible. This is just terrible stuff right here. Like, she wouldn't have to drop on Lan, and like, look at that emoting. Like, that's not the Lan I know. Come on. Like, they're not even trying at this point. Like, the only reason why I'm watching this now is for the sake of solidarity with, and no, not the Polish organization that John Paul II, but not that solidarity, but solidarity with, with Steve, with the white, with, Pip, Stain, Will, White Cloaks, all you guys are awesome. And plus, since I'm reading it, I'm curious what they're doing myself. And I just love roasting it because this is the most nonsensical show I've ever seen. Like, I get, like, this show never ceases to subvert my expectations on how bad it is. Like, first episode, they just had to have a wizard fight because, hey, remember Lord of the Rings did it in the Fellowship and everybody liked it, even though it wasn't in anything Tolkien wrote because Tolkien wouldn't write something like that. Well, they put it in and they violated every oath that the Aes Sedai takes because Rafe clearly read the books in 1988 when he was 5 years old. Problem was the Wheel of Time wasn't published till 1990. And I doubt even then when he was a kid, his mom read it to him. So I don't know. So, but yeah, so apparently, Avienda's the best ever at fighting and just completely owns Rand, just knocks him down and then fights. Hey, are you back?
Yeah, sorry about that. My dad needed something.
No.
We're back. We're good. All good.
Yeah, so I started talking about episode 4, just how wonderful it was.
Oh yeah. Oh, episode 4.
Yeah, Avienda is the best ever.
Yes.
I haven't watched your fight breakdown, but isn't this basically the same as the fight breakdown in like season 2 when Avienda went full Black Widow on the White Cloaks?
I don't really think we even got into this one yet, but yeah, I mean, it's just a cringe fest, right? And then the worst part about these fights is progressively they get worse and worse because you can't see them like half the time because it's so damn dark. Like they are taking the the trick of the Game of Thrones season 8 trick where we make it so dark we can't see anything that's happening, so they can't critique us, right? To the next fucking level. You can't see anything really that's going on.
This is
I
like
don't know. I don't know why Land the Sword Master is doing the Blade Master is doing flippy kicks, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, stop it.
Yeah, like this is just
He should like
don't they have choreographers? What's like do you
no.
like what is going on with these productions now? Like Disney Star Wars, this I don't does Rings of Power has this issue too, right? Like
Oh, absolutely.
there's just where happened to all the choreographers? Where is everybody?
They deem it unimportant, so they don't. It's the same thing with the I don't know. The costume designers are the same fucking problem for me. The costumes are hideous. Everybody wants. Oh, the costumes are so. No, the costumes look disgusting. The freaking the items that you have that are supposed like Land's sword. It's supposed to be this relic, this cool ass hand me down sword, sword of Malkier Kings, and it's just some piece of shit. It's like the attention to detail is just so bad. It's like on everything, and it's
Like they're
just
clearly not even in the same level playing. Like he's clearly away. She's closer to the camera than him, so he's naturally going to miss here. Like like
no. There's so many. Like the amount of swinging up above your head because I know you're going to duck. Like I'm going to like here's your head. I'm going to swing up here, and it's like you weren't even close. You weren't
no,
even close. You
not
gotta
even
at
close.
least like make it look like you're pulling me right out of the scene because you're not even in the same vicinity.
Has there been any fight choreography in this show that's been somewhat?
No. Uh-uh.
What about the glass tower stuff with Lewin and them fighting those brigands?
I don't.
I'll skip to it. Yeah, this right here.
I mean, it's not really. I mean,
No,
they're just sort of like I don't know. It's like, oh, we've cut the
what
guy's
what
face
what
off.
what, what was what was
I don't know. They decided to cut a
they
guy's
just
face
hit
off.
him. They just hit him with like a stick, and all of a sudden, it's like it looks like the Crypt Keeper.
For some reason, they decided they want to cut a guy's face off. That's like it's like, oh, okay, shocking, right? I mean, it's like
Like, look,
it's yeah. They just cut his face. It's like, oh, his
like
face got cut off with the spear. Like, oh, it's horrifying. So now we can never touch us. We can never touch. Well, it was a spear, so
well,
like
they
it
do touch
wasn't
his
like it was a
spear.
sword,
Yeah,
right? Well, I know
yeah.
it was. So I don't know.
All right, I gotta
I
get
have
through this
no.
roast.
I have no idea. No, all of the fight scenes suck. Every single one of them.
Yeah,
Every single one of them. You can tell that they don't care. It's not important. And
it's
this is the
funny
good
how
episode. This is the
yeah.
good. This is the good episode.
This is probably the one episode that actually, you guys
Well,
didn't completely, you and Pips did not completely hate. I
well
don't think
here.
anyone did. Even Dane and
No,
Will felt
so
the same
so
way.
here's the thing, right? And everybody like I keep hearing it over and over and over again, and we're getting this disingenuous reaction to what we've all said. This episode is not good. Dane even went Dane on his review. I'm pretty sure came right out and said it. I've even said it. This episode was still not good. It registers maybe a 5 on the scale for a 5, 6 maybe on a scale of 1 to 10. Just because in the middle there's this part where they let Joshua do some acting, and some of the scenes are actually close enough to a book scene that they actually make us go, oh, okay, well that is book adjacent enough that I would be okay with that if everything else around it was given that kind of treatment.
I kind of want to talk about this one. I hated this one in particular. This is the Jonai one where
Yeah.
the Tinkers leave them.
Uh-huh.
I remember I just read the the Jonai section of Shadow Rising.
Right.
That should have been like a complete psychological one. Like you start with, you see an eye opening at a very close up shot, and
Mhm.
then you see a blurred horizon, and you hear screams, you hear burning wagons, women are being taken away, people are being killed. There's a body right beneath them. There's kids. There's little Aiden right here. Holding him. Covering his face
Yeah.
on his grandfather's chest and all that. I mean, that was such a cinematic. Like I was reading that, and I mean I had my own ideas for like how crazy cinematic that segment could have been.
Right.
and and then after that, he mourns his wife, and then the Tinkers are like, hey, we're gonna leave.
Yep.
And then he just goes off on them. He just rebukes them,
Mhm.
goes fucking off on them, and says, you guys, you fuck you and fuck your song,
Yeah.
leave, you're not IEO, go fuck yourselves, something like that. Well, not quite like that, but the Robert
Well,
Jordan
yeah.
equivalent of that.
Right.
um yeah, and I mean that was probably I remember listening to it, and I actually listened to it before I read it, and I listened to Michael Kramer's take on it. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, I had tears in my eyes listening to this one.
Right. So
And
so and that's sort of what we're saying is you're right. It could have been way better, right?
yeah,
But but and look, it's a huge but, and we're giving them a lot of rope. I don't know why, but some of the elements are there, right? And that's
yeah,
that's all we're saying is the elements are sort of there, right? That's what this episode has that none of the other episodes of the series has. The elements of what is in the book are there. Should they have done it? Could they have done it different and better?
yeah,
Absolutely, just like the whole
yeah,
fucking series. But some of them are there, and it's one of those. If we're doing this through the whole series, maybe we could actually put together something that was at least book adjacent, and we could be like, okay, well, we can maybe see why you made some of these changes. That's all, and it's like, and then like the thing that drives me crazy is you read an article, and you hear them talking about fucking this episode, and they're taking this victory lap because some of us have said, well, it wasn't the pissiest fucking piss that ever pissed, right?
yeah,
It's not the word, like it's probably the best thing you've produced yet, which is a low fucking bar, right? but
yeah,
but um but they're taking this weird victory lap talking about the thing that is most impressive, Brian. They think that we all liked the twirly camera with Moraine and fucking Roydion, and it's like, no, no, that is no. Even when we spell out to you the things that are almost passable, you just don't understand because you have it in your head what you think is good, even though it's garbage. The fucking little twirly cam to show Moraine that Lanfear is an evil person is
yeah.
not the thing that made that episode passable. Or half passable. These scenes right here,
Look at this. Look at
yeah,
this. It's like Game of Thrones. That's Cersei. That's Cersei with her head cut and shame,
yeah.
shame, ding, ding, shame. And this is
These
the Knights
scenes
of
are
Ren.
not. Yes, these scenes are not fucking good. These are the scenes that bring the episode down because you're exactly right. It's fucking Cersei Sedai. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's we literally started an episode this season with the fucking a reject red wedding. Literally.
And if I remember correctly, isn't Lanfear supposed to be a Forsaken? Don't they
Yes.
channel like they
Yeah. Yeah.
channeling is more
Yeah.
effective than just taking a blade and going? I mean, I know it might look more shocking and cinematic,
Well, we have to get our fake blood allotment out there. We have to use it. We've bought all this fake blood from Spirit of Halloween. We got to use it.
Spirit of yeah. But that's all. I mean, that's all she did was just like throat slit after throat slit after throat slit after
Yeah.
throat slit. I'm just like, what the hell is this? She's sleeping with Rand, and then she sleeps with Suwan. Like what? Okay,
Well,
I don't.
because it comes right back to that for this whole show. This show is just incredibly horny. It's all about sex. It's all about shipping people.
Yeah,
it's all about who is fucking who. It's like,
yeah.
and they don't even get who's fucking who right.
Nope. No, they
And
don't.
it's just they just But there's our fake blood. You can see it on the ground there. That fucking that strawberry preserves on the floor there.
This is so stupid. This is so stupid right here.
Yeah,
Let,
it's like, oh yeah, we have to have a scene where Moraine is boning Lanfear
let,
because
oh yeah, that's well. Oh no, no, like she's boning Rand, but then Rand becomes Lanfear because that's what Lanfear. That's what
they do
Lanfear does.
a full rotation of Moraine and Lanfear fucking.
Oh
It's the first rotation, like they do.
yeah,
It's like, oh man, you guys love the fucking the flippy camera. It's like, no, we did not. No, wrong. Nobody said that ever. We
yeah.
did not like the flippy camera. No, like
So this
so.
was just their way of saying, "Hey, remember the flicker? Well,
Yes.
this is our take. This is our take.
Yeah.
But we're gonna give it
Yeah.
to them. We're giving it to Moron because
Yeah.
she's the
Exactly.
star. She's the star of the
Yeah.
show."
We once again given something that's Rand's and giving it to Moraine because that's what we do. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of sex and all that, why is Rand and Lanfear still having sex? Did anything happen last season? Like,
Well, apparently he's still incredibly past due on the rent. So he still owes, like, he's in lieu of like several, I don't know, denaries. I don't know what the dollars. I don't know.
like what did they do? So like he sleeps with her, then she tries to then Moraine tries to warn him by murdering her by slitting her throat, but then she gets up like Michael Myers because
And heals herself because apparently she can heal herself.
so yeah, so in this show the Forsaken can heal themselves. It's I guess it's a lost art now or something. Um even though they can't, even though I don't think anybody that channels can heal themselves, right?
No,
That's not a thing,
you
right?
can't use the one power on yourself. No, it
Okay.
can't.
Yeah,
It
that
is
makes
not
sense.
possible.
All right. Okay. So
Yeah, so she just well, because we're also doing the bullshit of power rot blades are the only things that can kill Forsaken. That's why Ishmael died to Rand's sword because it was Tam's sword that was power rot because it's a blade master sword. So that's why they had Land go get his sword because Land's sword of Malkier Kings, which he wasn't carrying with him the whole time for some reason, is a power rot blade. So they had him get that one to give Rand his old one or some bullshit. Make that make sense. Make that make
no.
sense. Like,
Well, and then like Lanfear, he asks Lanfear for help, and she just murders
yep,
almost the entire city of Kyrian,
yeah.
and then he's still sleeping with her. I'm like, what's happening? What's happening here?
She's just got that great a feeling vagina, man. I don't know what to tell
And
you.
then didn't the last season end with her being like stuck in the spider web by Mogideon or whatever they call her in the show?
Yeah, whatever.
Mogideon,
Yeah,
Mogideon.
it ends with her being petrified of Mogideon, the
So what?
weakest of the Forsaken.
So I guess they forgot about that too, huh? So because
Well, apparently,
she's just freaking walking, and then she's like, "Oh, I know how to get Rand and the rest of them out of the city. You in?" Moron's like, "Yeah, I'm in."
it's just, yeah. Well,
Bubbles of land fear.
oh god, bubbles
Oh
of
yeah,
land.
remember Land and Land fear? Like who the fuck came up with that? That was the same episode he was pissing in the tree, right? Season 2.
What?
Lan and the Alana and Maxim thought that he was an agent of Lanfear because his name was Lan or
Yeah,
something.
I totally forgot about all. Yeah, that was the same fucking yes, because they thought he was evil because he didn't want to be a part of their throuple.
Yeah,
It's
I like this shot though. I like this.
it's,
They got a good nice horizon shot. But that's it.
They also had a nice shot of the stoic Lan crying somewhere.
Yeah, because that's what he does, right? He just
Yeah.
cries, talks
Lan,
about
Lan
feelings and flippy kicks, and
Lan has systematically been destroyed by this show. I actually am starting to think that it may be worse than any other character. He has been just his masculinity has been torn to shreds. He did the amount of crying he does over nothing is staggering.
well, Land doesn't cry for starters. Land doesn't bitch
Well,
about stuff. He doesn't
exactly.
complain. He doesn't talk about his feelings. He just says what is. He just speaks his mind.
Dude, there's literally a line in episode. I think it was episode. Is it episode 5 or 4? No, it's a line in episode 4 for Land. He basically says, "Hey, man, it looks like you're struggling over there. Do you want to talk about your feelings? We can talk about it." It's like, what?
That's not the Land I know. The Land I know
What?
would say, "What's up? What's up your ass, sheep herder?" That's what
He
he
would
would.
say,
That's
he
what
would
Book
say,
Land would say.
"What's wrong with that sword form? Your sword's drooping. Get the
You, s-
fucking right, you dumb
you
fuck."
suck. You suck. Come
Yeah.
on, get out. You want to leave?
You want
Go
you
leave.
you want to talk about a sheep herder? You have a rough day.
You want to you want to have sex with me? Let's have
Yeah,
sex,
yeah,
sheep
that
herder.
that
Come
too.
on.
Why not? Why not throw that on there too? Why not? Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's this the show according to what's his name? Jafe Dumpkins? No, wait. Jafe Dunkins. He's an
Jake
activist. Jafe
Dumpkins.
Dunkins is the Trolloc Lives activist.
Yes, exactly. Those guys. The Trollocs lives do matter. All right. They're just looking
Because
for
Nightmare
food.
Fuel needs love too. And
Exactly.
maybe a hug.
They just they're misunderstood. That's all.
Yeah. Like you have like once again, I know I keep talking about this, but they make the main characters more wicked than the villains.
Yep.
Like the villains are just meh, but the
The
main
villains aren't
character, like
villains.
yeah, like Moraine is or Moron is probably the biggest villain. She's a vicious moron. She's a vicious idiot.
She's terrible, yeah. I mean, you got Ravine, the master compulsor. Everybody loves him. He just goes around compulsing everything.
He has and he has an Acura. He has an Acura dealership
Yes.
in Camelin.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
we all love Ishi. You know, Ishi's just he was a gentle soul.
Yeah.
Ishi was just a gentle soul that just I forgot how did Lanfear put it. He just wanted to run his Subaru. He
Yeah.
wanted to run his Subaru dealership. He was this close to getting a deal in Falma, and fucking Blandel Thor just had to murder him
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he just because Subaru dealerships are just against this world's thing. I don't know.
Just trying to hit those sales goals, man. I don't know, but
Yeah, it's just yeah, just a nice guy. Come on.
yeah, that's it. That's it. He's
And,
just trying to make a buck for his fam, and get his name on the Employee of the Month board. But Ishmael will be back. Don't you worry.
yeah. Oh, will he? Yeah, he
Oh, of
probably
course
will.
he'll be back. Of course he'll be back. Nobody's really dead in this. Like nobody's ever really gone. Should have been made for this fucking show, not Star Wars.
Nobody's ever really gone.
It's crazy. I
Nobody's
mean,
ever. He's not truly gone as long as we don't remember him.
the non-Bubble of Evil episode, like 4 people died that are just the next episode up and fine.
Yeah, and then episode 5. I don't know about you, but I kind of want to skip. I want to see Pincush and not Elida. She got stabbed too. Like what the hell? Like there's great people like just stabbing
Yep.
Elida now. Like really?
No, Elida's dead too. Yeah, she got stabbed by Jackum Carradine because he wanted to be gray.
Who?
Jacob Carradine. I don't.
Jaichim,
Whatever.
Karadin,
Yeah, whatever.
Karadin,
JC. We'll call him JC for short.
JC Penny.
Yeah, why not?
JC
Yeah,
Daniel.
he got. Yeah, we wasted that great character. So Mo Gideon can be weird and be like, "Do you want to be gray?"
By the way,
Ugh.
when oh wait, I'm not sharing my screen. All right, so this is the first issue I was thinking about. Now I've seen You know, sometimes I like to look at the artwork of Wheel of Time,
Yeah.
but when I think of Cold Rock's Hold, I don't think of just a pile of fucking rocks. The fuck is this?
Well, you see here, so it's not the worst thing, okay? And then, but especially when you realize that they've just repurposed this. You know what this is, right? This is another repurposing, dude. See, Wheel of Time is a poor show, so you have to remember they have to.
Well, yeah, they
They have
repurposed Shader Logoth and
No,
Tarvalon,
yeah.
I
So
think.
so they've repurposed Shadow Logoth and Tarvalon like 4 or 5, maybe 16 different times, right? So I want you to think of think of another program that Amazon has, okay? Right? And then think of where we spent our time in that program last season,
No,
right?
no.
So when you think about where the hobbits went in season 2 of Rings of Power, does your eyes open to where we are now?
Honestly, I don't even remember that season because it sucked.
Oh, okay. Well, if you remember where
Isn't this where like fake Saruman hung out? Too?
yes, this is close to where fake Saruman hung out. This is where the idiot, the simpleton hobbit, the Afro hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that guy? I forget his name.
No.
This is where they lived. If you look
Really?
inside, it's actually the same place.
Oh, Afro. Oh, so what's his name? The one that gets killed, right? In
Does he
season
get
one?
killed? No, season
Yeah,
2.
Kenny's. Wasn't his name
No. It's Rufio.
Rufio?
You don't remember Rufio Hobbit? Oh man.
No.
Oh.
This was season 2 or season
Yes,
1? I
season
don't
2.
fucking remember.
Where? Let me see if I can find him. And maybe you'll remember him.
Oh my god.
Well, do you remember Big Mama Hobbit?
Maybe
Here.
there were a lot of Harfoots or Har people or whatever they call
Yeah,
these.
well, it wasn't it was the other ones. But here, do you remember this guy, Rufio? I shared it.
All right, let's see.
Rufy. Oh, this guy.
Oh yeah, him. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot
So
about
if
him.
you look behind in the place where they're at with all the pots, I don't know if you can see it very well there.
Yeah, I can see it.
So it's the same place as Cold Rock's Hold.
You're kidding? No way.
No. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's the same place.
Huh?
There's a better shot.
It is the same place.
Yep.
Blow me
I'm
down.
I'm pretty. Look at if you go a little bit more forward in your recording, you'll see that it's basically the same place. I'm almost positive it's the same place. What up, Max? Champion of right.
Yeah, Cold Rock's Hold my ass.
Right?
Right.
No. Did you go? If you go a little bit further, when you get to a wide shot of Cold Rock's
Yeah.
Hold, it's pretty much the same thing.
I think
It's
I got
pretty
it.
close. Yeah, it's if you go a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty fucking close, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. It's pretty close.
Yeah. So are they supposed to be like living in caves here? What is this?
To answer that question, I would say yes. They are cave dwellers. Yes, absolutely. They're also gay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah. By the way, Near Sisters, they're gay now.
So you haven't got to the you haven't got to the part where they literally share a womb as sisters, right?
No, not yet. No.
Yeah. So like I've told you that it's a little bit of a spoiler, but there is an Aiel. There's an Aiel ceremony for two women that feel close enough that they're actual sisters. They have a ceremony that makes them actual sisters. They choose a woman to be the stand-in mother, and then the wise ones channel a special weave into everybody that acts like putting them in the womb of the stand-in mother, and then they are born again together as sisters.
How's that? Wait.
I don't know. It's they tell it better in the books. Like it's hard to picture, but like because it tells you like apparently it's a dangerous thing too. Like you can die if it's interrupted or done wrong. But basically,
like their souls are put in a womb or
I guess
something?
that's the
Like,
best way. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to sort of they're channeled into spirit. This
is it
I
like
don't
the
know.
bond at all? Is it like the
It's a
bond or
different type of
something?
bond, I would say, right? But it's like
Yeah,
they're put in they're theoretically they're channeled into the womb of the mother figure, and
yeah.
then they're basically in the womb together, and then the act of birth happens through this ritual, and they become actual sisters and first sisters, which means they are free to have sex with each other whenever they want. I mean, wait, no, that's not right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's not
That's
right.
totally what sisters do. I mean, god damn, they keep watching Game of Thrones.
It,
Like,
it is.
I
It,
mean,
John,
like, just god damn it. I mean,
Josh
yeah,
is right. It's more ceremonial, but it
yeah,
is it is said to be dangerous as well. But it's more of a like a ritual ceremony. But there is something happening too that is also that makes them feel like they are more connected. So I think there is a warder Aes Sedai bond element in
hmm.
there too. I think they even recognize that it's similar in ways to the warder bond, but
And this is something
yeah.
only the Aiel do. The wise ones perform basically.
Well, the wise ones do it, right? But I think this it's also one of those things. It's an interesting way Robert Jordan shows a parallel between the two societies, right?
Yeah,
Aes Sedai do this through a warder bond, through a protector.
yeah,
So, but the Aes Sedai use this ceremony, this type of bond, to make to bring two women together and make them bond to each other as sisters. So they're it's an interesting way of two different societies using pretty much the same idea in two completely different ways, right?
yeah.
So, at least that's how I see it. I don't know. That's how I interpret it. That could be completely wrong for anybody that is more intelligent than I, but
Yeah, I'm curious. Maybe it's in Crown of Swords. I mean, I'm on the Savannah chapter, almost halfway through. So,
I don't
um,
remember when they officially become first sisters, but it might be all the way in Winter's Heart. I'm not sure. I don't
all right.
remember.
Well, the plan is to finish the Wheel of Time this year.
Right on.
Yeah. So Cold Rock's home is really, literally, rocks,
Are
and it's
are, are
probably
the are
cold.
the rocks cold?
Yeah, they probably are.
Oh God, the fucking Elida. Oh God.
So,
What a miscast too, by the way. What a fucking
and
terrible casting
she's
choice.
a great actress.
She is a
I think
great
Shore
actress.
Agdashlu is great. I like her in The Expanse. She was great in 24. What else? I can't even think what else she
I,
was in. But like,
it's just she is but I think
but
that's the problem with the
Elida's
most.
supposed to be young. I mean, Elida's supposed to be relative compared to the Aes Sedai. Elida's relatively young.
I just it's just this like it's just so just I don't know. It's just she's not a Lida. She would I still think she probably would have made a good Cadsuane. It's so weird because they like the whole reason she got involved in this was because fans were telling her how much she looked like Cadsuane or how much she would make a good Cadsuane.
Yeah.
And then they got her attached to it and she was interested and they figured out that oh shit we can't really do Cadsuane, it's way too far away. Well, we better throw somebody at her. How about Elida? It's like,
So,
come
what's
on.
funny is I just met Cat Swain in Crown of Swords.
Yeah.
Um, And right now, I mean, it's really too early to tell, but she kind of comes off as someone that's
Overbearing
interesting,
bitch.
that's
Oh,
well,
sorry.
overbearing, obviously, but like comes off as someone who could probably fill in some historical holes or give some additional context, which I'm hoping for. And then at the same time, come off as a Mary Sue. Like everyone's like, oh, she's great at this. There's no problem she can't solve for like
Oh, she's
hundreds of
not.
years.
She's
And
not a Mary Sue at all. Like everybody reveres her because she's a legend. She's basically a living legend, right? But there's plenty she cannot do, right? So,
Mhm.
but she's not. Kazuha is not busy dispelling this legend status. It gets her access to a lot of things without much effort, right?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. So yeah. So there's a lot more to read in context. So yeah. So not totally dismissive yet, but yeah. So far, yeah, bitch. So, but yeah,
no,
like, but
she
yeah,
has her
I could
purpose.
definitely see Shore as Cat Swain now. I mean,
I
to,
mean,
to,
Kazuha has her purpose, but Elida is a dumb bitch. So,
Yeah, Elida basically is like a current day politician, an out of touch politician
Oh,
that has no idea that's truly going on.
she's I don't know. It's worse. She's just an idiot.
So
She is the worst person ever because I said it once and most people agree with me, and I'll keep saying it till I'm blue in the face. Elida is the best dark friend that didn't know she was a dark friend in the whole series.
yeah,
She gets more
what
Elida gets more done for the shadow than any other character in the book, and she is not a dark friend. It is crazy.
yeah. Okay, here. All right, let's just so this whole thing here
This scene is so
was
confusing.
to bait her into revealing herself as Black Aja.
Right. Which she does, and then they go, "Oh, sorry, we were wrong." It's like, "What?" This whole
And
thing
the
is so confusing.
and the only reason why they felt she was wrong was because the gray man just goes stabby, stabby,
So
stabby, stabby on her.
I don't know. She comes like she comes in, she sneaks into a room that she's not supposed to be in. So she's found out information she's not supposed to have to do something that she's not supposed to do. She comes in here, she starts torturing one chick, and then she executes another. So she executes. Look at that shot! Holy shit! What the fuck is going on here?
Even the Black Aja have even the Black Aja have a DEI policy, body positivity clause. Yeah, I
Wow.
mean,
Um,
you would think the Black Aja would have, you know, the fittest, you know, the ones who are ready to fight and kill and all
well,
that.
Hottie Sadai even got fucked up. She's not Hottie anymore. She's
Yeah,
naughty. She looks terrible now. They got her like they have her wearing like circus clothing.
I mean, like, just, I mean, but not, I mean, nothing against, I mean, nothing against, I mean, like, I have nothing against the actress there. I mean,
Oh, I don't like. It's
I
just
mean,
it's a
like, once
terrible
again, like
shot.
what I just said was just, it was basically bad, in my opinion, bad casting from the from the staff, from the casting
I
team,
well, she look, man.
casting
She
director.
like
Like,
she could be a bang up fucking. I don't know, but they don't give these women any opportunity to shine.
no,
None of and it's like and then this scene is just fucking bonkers. She comes in, she tortures. She comes in, starts torturing a girl.
yeah,
Then she's like, well, I'm gonna kill you to show. I'm gonna kill this girl to show this other girl that I'm serious. So she literally murders a prisoner of war
yeah,
or prisoner, whatever you want to call her. Just up slits her throat with the one power, which is what you were saying with who was the person that is Lanfear. So at least Elida is using the one power to slit throats. So Elida slits the chick's throat and then continues to torture Caillou Sedai. And it's like and the black dude. Okay, can you pause a second? You,
yeah.
you you've been reading the series. How many Black Aja do you know that would defend other Black Aja to the death? So me going,
No,
hey,
none.
say you're Black Aja and I'm Black Aja. How many of you heard go, Brian? I will never give you up, no matter who tortures me. My fellow Black Aja comrade, I would never let you down. No, they
Nope.
fucking don't care if each other die because it moves them up a rung in the organization.
Yeah, they're evil. That's not evil. Doesn't care. You know,
I will not
evil
give up my
people don't
Black
care.
Aja sisters. They are too important to me. I love them. We are evil together. Evil together. It's
I
like,
think
what
isn't
the
it
fuck
in
are
the
you talking about?
isn't in the case of the book they don't even know. Like,
Most of them don't
they don't
know.
even know who the other is. Like,
Well,
that's how secure they are.
they tried to do that here with the hearts thing, but they fuck it up because they all know who each other are. It's like, oh well, we've discovered the four hearts in the tower, but every heart doesn't know about the other heart. So, but we figured out that this heart was this, and this, and that. It's like they figured out who everybody is. So the whole purpose of the hearts doesn't make sense because you figured out all the identities of everybody.
This is not the same room as where they had the hidden.
Yes, it is.
You're kidding.
That's where they're holding them hostage. Yes.
In the room with all the
Because it's
Terangriel.
yes. Well, there's no Terran Grawl in there, but right. So no. This is their thinking, Brian. Now I want you to follow me. So there's now no longer any Terran Grawl in there, but that room is so super secret that nobody knows about that it doesn't need to be even defended. It's so secret. It's so secret. It's the best place to keep prisoners who you don't want to be discovered because it's such a secret room that nobody knows about it. So since there's nothing left of value in that room anymore, they decided to keep the prisoner in that room because it's so secret.
Well, apparently it's not secret because too many people know about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Elida does all this digging to find it, which is very, very sus. Then she goes in and she tortures and kills one. Very sus, very Black Aja like. Then she tortures another one, very Black Aja like. And then she gets attacked by a gray man and they have to save her. And they're like, "Oh, we're sorry. You're clearly not Black Aja." It's like, what? She just murdered and tortured a person. What do you mean?
Like I said, this show is nonsense.
Well, not only murdered and tortured, they fucking just basically welcome them. Why is Suwan hunting Black Aja with Varen and Leanne? I thought she said she couldn't trust anybody. So what is the purpose of Elaine and Nynaeve hunting Black Aja if Suwan is doing it herself?
I guess she doesn't have much to do. I mean,
That's exactly right, dude.
I mean, this Suwan is so stupid and incompetent. I mean, look at the whole Egwene thing in episode 1.
You hit it right on the head. She has nothing to do because she's not in the books this way.
No.
There is nothing for Suwan to do in this story because there's nothing for her to do.
Nothing.
So why are you doing it? You're exactly right. There's nothing for her to do. So they're like, well, we got to give her something to do. We need her to have screen time. Well, let's have her hunt Black Aja. Well, what? Why do you have her? What? They're already hunting Black Aja for you because you can't trust anybody. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, you would think the Amerlin seat would be probably the busiest position in all of Randland. Like, there's always business. There's always shit going on in the world. I mean, that's the Amerlin seat has been basically the high is pulling the same purpose as the High Council in Game of Thrones. You know, what is going on in the world? Well, you find out through the reports that the Amerlin receives from her eyes and ears.
Yeah,
and that's what she should be doing.
She is the most powerful. She is the most powerful person in the world.
Yeah, even the White Cloaks, you know, Lord Captain Commander, if they get a summon, they'll come.
Yep, she is the most powerful person in the world, and they treat her like Egwene. Literally, just fucking walks all over her, and she lets her. And she lets her. She's not even one of her hounds that she's put on a fucking mission. She is literally nobody. Suwan goes and grovels to Egwene. Please come back to the tower. Please come take the assessment test. Please, pretty, please. And she goes, fine. I'll do you a favor and I'll come take the test. And then she goes, I have the ring now, so I don't have to listen to you. It's like, bitch. That is not how that works.
You're an accepted.
Yes.
You're nothing. You're still nothing.
You're nothing to. You're even less than nothing to the Amerlin. She can strip you and have you. She could have stripped her and had her fucking
thrown out,
stilled. She could have had her stilled for the disrespect she showed her.
Yeah.
Stilling probably would have been a bit too far, but she still could have done it.
Yeah, probably in this show, everybody gets stilled. Every other day.
Well, that's the other thing. Like, you know, I was saying it, you know, during the White Cloak stream. Apparently, this chick, whoever she is, that's on the ground here. This Black Aja sister. Apparently, her and her compatriot are both. Apparently, they're both stilled right now. But I don't remember the scene where they get stilled. I don't remember any dialogue telling us that they get stilled. That is
Nope.
once again the watcher having to fill in your mistakes because you guys are too inept and stupid to actually put it in your show.
Yeah, I really hate it when fans do that, like just filling it in for them. Like
Yeah.
seriously, like that's not the fans' job to do. That's
Alex says there was dialogue. Okay, if there was, then I'm mistaken. I just don't remember the dialogue, and it must have been really fucking quick because I don't remember it. But that doesn't mean anything either. I'm usually
okay.
doing 2 or 3 things when watching the show. So
Oh yeah, you want to? What's with all the force choking I've been seeing this season? Like, is this
ugh, it's
once again more Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Game of
you know what
Thrones?
I
Like,
didn't I have to pee here for in a second, but I you know what until you just said that I didn't even think about it. But you're absolutely right. There is an abnormal. There is a lot of choking, isn't there?
Egwene is dreaming, and then Lanfear does, and then she like the same, the same, pose, and then Egwene's like, "Ah," and she goes up in the air. I'm like,
I did. Well, that and screaming, right? Just fucking screaming for no reason. Ah!
yeah.
There's so much screaming happening. Let
Mhm.
me use the toilette real quick. I've been drinking too much water. Gadfly, what's up, my brother?
What's up, Gadfly?
I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
All right, so we got lots of other franchises, and not so much Wheel of Time. So so yeah, but yeah, the yeah the yeah the whole this just took me completely by surprise. Not this, like Eliza's just stupid, but like the gray person right here, just like stabby, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stab. Oh, look at that acting. I mean, no offense to her, but like once again, just like you see this stuff and it doesn't there's no impact because of just all the bullshit that they pull. Like seriously, like um you keep doing this, and I mean we just watched this to laugh. I mean, I'm watching this just to see how stupid this gets, and it just hasn't disappointed at all. But like the gray man is the reason why she is cleared for being Black Aja. Seriously? Like what? Yeah, like Lyda plays. I don't even know like who sent this who sent this gray man. Like this is all contrived stuff right here. And then what led to here, and then they save her. They save her just so that Elida can come back, fully healed, and then depose her. And
Sorry,
honestly,
bro. I'm back.
this Suwan deserves to be deposed.
Oh, hey, look, it's
I just want her to get like. Is it going to happen this season? Can we
Eliza's
at
dead.
least see it before they cancel the show? And they will cancel the show. You cannot
What?
cancel the show soon enough for me.
Are we gonna see what happened?
Her being deposed this season.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
hoping so much.
yeah. Um, at first I wasn't sure if they were gonna do it, but they're now speed running, because they have now shown that they. I mean, how could they not do it? Suwan is a dipshit. Like
Yes.
she is a number one dipshit. So one, she is more concerned with sitting in her fuck shack waiting for Moraine to show up in her dreams so they could fuck. Um,
That's a nice shot.
two, yeah. Two.
So the point of this was I'm gonna die. She's like, okay, I'm gonna die because I went through. Oh, I'm. If I every time I live, Rand dies, and only way for Rand to live is if I die. So she's resigned herself to her fate, and it's like, oh, I want to be sent to Suwan and for one last night of sexy time, but then she's like, no sexy time because we're breaking up. Like what?
So
Like
so Suwan's an idiot. So we covered that.
yes.
She let the evilest, most evil person into her group of hunters. That was the funniest takeaway about that was she's now like, okay, we're gonna tell you everything and let us in on all your plans. It's like, okay, great job, Suwan. So this, I guess, the point of the scene is somewhat what you said, which is Moraine feels like she needs to tell Suwan what everybody already knows, which is if the Dragon Reborn doesn't win the last battle, they're gonna lose the last battle. It's like, good job, Moraine. Way to go.
So, I like how they're talking about something that's never going to happen.
Yeah,
they don't even care about.
and then,
cares
it's
more
like,
about the characters gay. Everybody's
and then,
gay.
Brian, and then it's just like trying to unpack this episode. It gives you a fucking migraine. Fucking okay. So she comes in. She's like, I have two things to say to you, Thuan. Okay, first, bye, Taxi Egwene. You are the best dreamer ever. Bye. Thank you for the taxi ride. I didn't know you were so good at dreaming already. You're amazing.
Is that a thing? Can that happen?
No, you can't do this. What she can't do? No. What she did, she can't do. You can't do this.
Where's the twisted ring to Rongrial?
That's what me and
how she.
I swear to God, if me and Pips were watching this together, if we were in the same room, we both would have did this. You can't do that. No, you can't do what she did. But okay, so she's like, okay, I have two things to say to you, Suan Sancheese. Sancheese, you must bend knee to Dragon Reborn. You fucked up in carrying, you stupid bitch. The second thing I forgot. Bye. She was like, no, we must fuck. Get back here. I love you and I am incredibly horny. Get back here. I have been waiting in this sex tent in this sex shack for 2 years. I'm exaggerating. It's not been 2 years, but it feels like it. Why are you punishing me? My vagina is so fucking dry. It's like the Savannah Desert. And you've been in Roidion.
You say the Savannah Desert.
You've been in Roidion, wherever the fuck that is. I don't know what a Roidion is. Is that like a fucking butt disease from having too much sex? I don't know what you're talking about, Moraine. What is Rudian? I don't know what that is. But get your ass back here so we can screw in my dream. No, it's been broken.
I loved how she just like, oh, I'm here and I'm gonna close my legs now and forever.
Well, and she's like, oh, what we had was broken. I'm leaving. It's like, no, it's not. And she's like, yes, it is. And she's like, no, it's not. It's
no,
like,
it's not.
Yes, it is. No, it's not. I'll find you wherever. Every dream, every fucking life, I'll find you. No, you won't. Yes, I will, because you're like Brigitte and I'm like Gail Kane. And that's how it works. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Okay, I guess it does. Let's kiss.
Wow. Yeah.
It's like, what? You just said it's fucked. You said your relationship is fucked. And then the scene ends with you two guys fucking. Brian, if you don't think that scene led to them fucking after kissing, you haven't watched this show. Of course, this led to them having a romp. Meanwhile, Egwene is spying on all her friends without their fucking permission.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this part, the Titanic.
Luffy the pirate. Elaine is Luffy the pirate.
Luffy the pirate.
She's gonna find the One Piece.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I still haven't watched that.
I swear to God, dude, like they just cannot fucking help themselves. They just can't. Elaine's just dreaming about fucking that vag, man. She just wants that. Oh, man, that must have been a fucking interesting boat ride they had that we didn't get to see.
Yeah,
that boat ride from Falme to Tar Valon, that must have been quite a lot. Quite a lot must have happened on that boat ride.
Yeah, they just all of a sudden they were in a boat and like, oh, how did they manage to work out a deal with the the sea folk.
Did they? Who know? Well, they're well. No, you can stay with us. You just have to stay below deck. Nynaeve, I'm sick. I want to go out of my room. Okay, let's go up and throw up on deck. But we made a deal. Well, fuck that. They go up, and the seafood chick's like, "You guys made a deal to stay below deck," and she's like, "Well, I was sick, so we came up." And she's like, "Okay, I guess that's fine." Oh no, you found out about the wind. You found out that we can channel. God damn it! You guys should have stayed below deck. Well, yeah, but we had to throw up. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Please don't tell anybody.
Here we go.
It's like what? It's ridiculous. Please don't tell anybody that you like. I said I. Please don't tell anybody that we can channel. We'd rather not anybody know. Okay, sure. We believe you.
Yeah, I don't like. Did they have to include like I don't. I mean, like I think you said
The sea
they
folk
didn't really
didn't
need
know.
to include them.
The sea folk 100% do not need to be in this. Just you could have regular sailors and it would mean no difference.
Yeah,
The sea folk are the easiest. It's the easiest place to make up a whole bunch of time. You just cut the sea folk. You don't have to do the bull of the winds. You don't have to do any of the sea folk bullshit, and you save so much time cutting all that shit out.
speaking of Bowl of the Winds, I'm actually kind of enjoying that part of the Crown of Swords with Matt.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
the one action scene in the Crown of Swords so far has been a Matt scene and all that. So yeah, I'm curious where that's going to go.
Matt is the man.
So hashtag Rand did nothing wrong. Yeah, isn't that basically how this episode ends? I forgot how exactly it ends. It ends with her seeing like Lanfear.
She sees Lanfear giving Rand head.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and she looks.
Yeah,
Okay.
she spies on Rand's dream and sees Lanfear going down on him. And if anybody interprets that as anything else, you're fooling yourself. She is fucking face deep in his fucking crotch.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny that they're still doing this. This is so depraved.
I don't understand. They came up on deck while no one was channeling. They just let them stay on deck, Alex. They were just like, "Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just don't tell anybody." There's also the problem of when women can sometimes feel others channeling, but sometimes not, depending on if the script needs them to or not.
Yeah.
It's just wild, man.
All right, we have one more. We have the best one.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the best one to do. The one that so they decide, oh, this is we're gonna add child buyer now. It's just name drop, like, really?
Did they even call him child buyer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Well, I know it's him, but I wasn't sure if we found it looking it up or if they said it. I wasn't sure, but
what is this right here? Oh,
this is Alana making smoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's got to make cloud cover. Like, oh god, what? Oh man, she's stealing something from somewhere else. Oh god, what is the other thing where they're making cloud cover like that? Damn it! I'm trying to. There's another fucking Storm. Storm does it in X-Men 1.
Oh, it's been a long time since I watched that.
She's like, Storm, make us some cover, and she does her little thing, and it's Storm. I think it might be something else too, but yeah, that's the one I can remember for now.
So they're basically just we need to hide our bad choreography, so we're gonna do this.
Yeah, basically.
So they capture so they have Matt's mom and his two sisters, and So apparently the two sisters are all of a sudden manifest. One of them manifests her ability to channel, and she knocks Dane to the ground, and then the mother they take the mother away, and then Gaiman Valda kills her, slices her or something. Trying to see if I
Uh,
can find it.
Sure. Of course, Matt's mom is Toasty.
Is that what they did? I wasn't even really paying attention.
So they burn. So okay. So yeah,
Did they
the
burn
scene
her?
before. So yeah, they burned her because Dane takes fucking them at their word instead of doing anything. They take her at her word that she is channeling. So they
Yeah.
don't check. They don't do anything. They just chain her. They chain her up, tie her up, and yeah, there you go.
And kill her.
And then they burn her at the stake like they did the yellow Aja chicken, like the first season. Yeah, I guess it was the first season. They did it. So
Is that supposed to be like Hopper or something, or just random
where?
wolves? The wolf head
Where's a wolf head? I didn't...
on a spike, or on a
Who knows? Who fucking knows?
I don't know. I can't get to it. So basically, Fail can fight like Black Widow now.
I guess so.
So let's just have her do all the fighting while Perrin gets injured again.
Yep. Perrin dies again.
Perrin dies again, and then Alana dies. She gets pincushioned by
many white cloaks. Yes.
a lot of white cloak. Oh, here we go. Perfect shot. Ew. This is just like.
So you're gonna have show defenders saying, "Well, she didn't get hit anywhere important," but that's not true. So the arm could have gone through a important blood vessel. The one on her front right could have punctured a lung, at least, among other things.
It's too bad Nynaeve's not there. She should just push all the arrows through all the way to the fleck, or was it? Is that what you call it? The fleck?
She needs to get busy. Get over here and start pushing, Nynaeve. God damn it!
just push them all through. Just push them all through.
We need your help. Get pushing, girl.
Internal organs be damned.
Girl, you ripped the lung out.
It's a fantasy show. It's magic. She'll be fine.
Nynaeve, is that a piece of lung that came out her asshole? Yes, it is, but keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Push.
Didn't Maxim or Rafe's boyfriend get hit too? Didn't he get hit in the lung?
He gets hit like 8 million times too.
Even more. Oh my gosh.
Well, because they turned the bond back on for look at those little tiny ass fucking knives she's got too. You're telling me she took out fucking 3 trained white cloaks with long swords with those tiny little fucking finger long daggers. Fuck off. Suck my balls.
Didn't she throw one at didn't she throw one and kill Dane?
I think she throws one at Dane, yeah. And Dane, of course, takes it in the shoulder because they need to explain why he's not dead.
Yeah, that was my reaction. Like, is he dead? There you go. Look at that. Like right through the
he's
lung.
Dead. Yeah. So I'm counting Dane is part of the death toll. Yes, Dane is dead.
Dane's dead.
Yes,
he's dead. But yeah, this was a shit show. Like they kill Matt's mom, who I assume doesn't die at all, right?
No, Matt's mom is dead. She's 100% dead. If she comes back, then we're really in fucking because they burned her to a crisp. She was toasty.
What did you call in your video? The Walking Dead of Time.
The Walking Dead of Time, probably zombie of time, maybe. Yeah, because I mean,
everybody like half the cast is dead.
Half the cast is dead.
Royale's dead. Gato Kane is dead. Wait, that's not Gato.
No,
Kane.
that's Uno. We've called
Uno's
it.
dead.
It's funny.
Uh,
Because of the joke, we've started calling him Gatel Kane, but it's Uno.
yeah, Uno's dead, and Agelmar's dead, and Inktar's dead, and
All these people, like Ingtar's the only one on that list that should be dead. But like
yeah.
Loyal's dead. Tom should be dead, but he's not. Apparently, he's not. Alana's now dead.
Hey, wait, when's
Maxim's
he coming
dead.
back? Do we know what episode he's
It's
coming back?
supposed to be 6. Next episode, he's supposed to be back.
Is he gonna? So do we know where he's gonna show up? Is he gonna show up in like Two Rivers?
Tanchico.
Oh, he's gonna be in Tanchico.
Apparently, him and Elaine are doing a musical number together.
Oh no!
I have the music too, if you want it.
I hated that part of the Shadow Rising. Well, not that, but the Elaine and Tom stuff.
They may do that.
Pulling of the
Straight up, too.
mustaches was just like what.
They may do hell. They may even have her go down on him. For all I know, like she may go right to business.
Well, I thought she was gay.
Only when Tom's not around.
This is so confusing.
Well, she's a first sister now, so that means she can be gay on weekends.
Oh, okay. So are they like is there only going to be like one more episode of this? Like, do you think the episode 7 is going to be called Golden Eyes? Do you think they're gonna cover this entire storyline and nothing else in that episode?
What the city like
the battle and all that. I mean, they kind of combine like the rescue with the with Perrin getting hurt, but instead of having Trollocs, even though they say there's Trollocs. How many times have we seen Trollocs in this entire show? Like there's 25 episodes now. We've only seen a Trollocs in like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
4 episodes at most.
And barely at all, like, right?
Yeah, like I guess Nightmare Fuel doesn't pay.
Apparently not, right? I don't know. So like
Trollocs lives matter, Steve.
They do.
Trollocs lives matter, and they need to. I don't know.
They got to eat too, man. They got to eat.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what's funny is that at this stage in the story, there hasn't been a whole lot of Trolloc and Murgeral ambushes. I'm guessing they're all 2 leveled up at this point in the story in the books. I mean,
they're around. They're just gathering pretty much. I mean, there's fists like the numbers in the blight are fucking. They're amassing for Tymer Gaiden basically.
Mm.
You know, they've taken their shot at trying to get Rand and they missed.
Yeah.
So they're now basically stacking numbers for the last battle.
Well, can't wait.
But you know, look, there are the Forsaken. They'll go grab a fist or 2 of Trollocs at times, and Myrdral to control them and have them do some things. So they're still out in the world. They're still out there.
Yeah. And I don't know if there's anything else to talk about this. I mean, isn't that pretty much all the points? Was there anything else? Was there anything else from this episode that's worth talking about? Adolescence. They use Adolescence. So I got a question: is Adolescence's condition, is that a thing in the book where they make her simple? You all right?
Yep. Yeah. Sorry. I was just thinking for a second. What did you ask me? Did you ask me something?
Yeah, the Adolescence right here, like little Sedai makes her tiny Sedai makes her
dumb,
simple or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on with her. Like, I don't know if she's stupid or like if she's faking stupid or if she really is or not. Like, I don't know, because like you can see that Tiny Sedai did like use her little mind wipe thing, right? It did work. So is she just? I guess we're supposed to think she's just playing it up as it's worse than it is, but we don't really know the state of her. Like, the last time we saw Varen was sitting there petting her like she was fucking dying. So I have no idea what's going on with
I
Adelaide.
don't think they do either.
I don't think they do either, and you're right. And I don't really care. She should jump off the top roof of the tower and try and fly.
I got another question.
Yeah.
I barely remember episode 3. The trash the trash wedding, the red wedding,
Oh,
the
yeah.
white trash wedding or something. Did they kill the girl, or
The
did they
little
just
girl?
make the one that the bride, because like the because like Leandrin was forced to be a bride or something when she
Yeah.
was younger,
So, oh,
sex
you
slave.
wait.
So did
So
they
you're
kill
talking
the girl that she rescued, or did they just make her like
Leandrin? No,
Adelaus and make her
Leandrin
simple?
wiped. No, white. Leandrin wiped her memory and basically kidnapped her.
Oh, okay. So it's like it's better to. I think she like, what was her justification? Oh, it's better to forget this than to. Okay, all right. Memory wiped. Okay.
Yeah, she memorized them. She's like, it's better to not remember to start over when you're just blah 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 blah. Yeah, so she memory wipes her so she can basically uh tell her that she's her daughter or
They
something.
made it seem so horrible. Like I thought they were killing her. I thought they were gonna kill. I thought they killed her or something,
They
or
killed
killed
everybody
her
else.
mom. They did kill everybody else. I was like, oh,
Well, she's just like again, Leandra. Like why? Like Leandra is done. She has no place in the story. So we've now come up with this weird I'm a fucking like scorned wife who was mistreated when she was young. So now we're going on this huge revenge arc with Leandrin.
what was with that symbol that was left that they used as a clue to? Oh, that's in Chico. She's going to Tanchico. Like, what is this? Like,
It
this makes Scooby Doo look smart.
oh,
I don't
it's
know.
one of those. It's like it hurts your brain, right? Because
Yeah,
it's like, oh, let's come up with something stupid to give them a reason to track her down in Tanchico. Well, how about she writes a fucking symbol that says Tanchico on it? Perfect. Let's do it.
yeah.
And then they use a golf tee. It's literally a fucking golf tee, Brian. It's a gold golf tee and a candle. That's the timer they use for fucking getting in and out of the dream.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? I'm like,
It's
what?
a
Like,
golf tee.
this is all made. It's all made up.
They couldn't get anything better than a golf tee. Come on. And apparently, it looks like just judging from the spot, since this is the dream room, apparently. I don't know if you remember that promotional image where Rand is laying in the middle of the dream rug with her.
No.
Yeah, it was the one. It was the one that was the rug that was the snake and foxes or something.
Uh huh. Oh. Oh. Okay.
So apparently, Egwene's gonna take Rand on a magical dream ride too. So can't wait for that.
can't can't afford a fourth actor to be in the scene to wake them up. Yeah.
Oh, it's just
So
it's so bad, man.
we got
Oh,
3 more. We got 3 more episodes, and then
it's over.
that's over.
Thank goodness.
Cancellation. What would happen? I mean, what? Let's just say Hell freezes over and season 4 gets announced. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna celebrate? Are we gonna celebrate and like, oh, there's gonna be more content for us to ridicule, or are you guys gonna just like, if we do hear the news that that's Wheel of Time's gonna uh cancel, season 3 will be it.
Eh.
Will there be a celebration? Will there be will the Prophet of the Dragon channel retire its purpose? Will the White Cloaks retire? I'm curious what's going to happen.
Oh, I'm not sure. Well, so I'm definitely not going to retire. I'm gonna, I'm gonna start branching out into other things too. There's still plenty to talk about, right? So there's
Yeah.
good, bad, sideways, up, down, right? There's tons. So I'm working on a few things to try and diversify myself a little bit in different directions. And get branch out into more things that So with all good change happens. So the Wheel of Time being over, will prompt a big change. So
Do you think the Jennifer Salke thing is gonna play play a role or something in that, or
what, in the cancellation of the show?
yeah?
Uh, I think they've well, maybe.
So I got a
Yeah,
question.
yeah, I think so. Probably because she's the one pushing all this. She's the big pusher for the diversity shit.
Yeah.
So if that's not being pushed, then then there really are going to be judging it solely on merit, and the merit is there. There is no merit. But sorry, go ahead. Your other
So how
question.
did I might have asked this a long time ago. How did the show initially get off the ground? Was it because of Rafe bringing it to Amazon, or did Amazon, Jennifer Salke, or whoever go and go to Rafe, say, hey, make this show for us, make this our next make this Game of Thrones for us?
So as far as I know, Bezos was looking for his Game of Thrones, and I'm pretty sure Rafe took this to them and presented it to them like their next Game of Thrones,
Was
and
this
they
announced
told
before Rings of Power or after Rings of Power?
I think before, because a lot of the things that they're trying to accomplish in Rings of Power, they're using Wheel of Time to test them. And since like that's the biggest mistake they've made with Rings of Power is they're using, at least in my opinion, they're using Wheel of Time as like the testing ground for some of the things they do in Rings of Power. So like for instance, I would not be surprised if in Rings of Power season 3 you see that flippy cam put to work.
Okay. Yeah.
The put the flicker, the fake flicker
Mm-hmm.
scene.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if you see that used somewhere in Rings of Power once or twice to put that to work for them. Because I feel like they've done a lot of that, which is taking uh, stuff that they've used in Wheel of Time, whether it's worked or not. They've of course been told it works because shills and people want to keep their jobs, so they lie about numbers.
Oh yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
um, but yeah. So if I remember right, Wheel of Time came first, and it was one of those that became like the testing ground for stuff they use in Rings of Power, and they keep giving themselves this false positive, telling themselves it's great. Is like, well, you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're telling yourself it's great, and then you're copying it and doing things from Wheel of Time and Rings of Power because you told yourself it's great, but actually it's not great. So you're now just producing double shit.
Yeah. Their
So,
truth. Their
yep,
truth.
absolutely.
So, well, it's been 2 hours. I'm tired. Steve, thanks for
Yeah,
doing
man.
this.
Yes, sir.
I know you did your stream earlier today.
Yep.
I was like, oh, he's doing a stream too. I'm like, he's probably gonna be tired
Well,
when he gets
yeah, it
comes
was
on. So
mostly just a hey, I'm okay type deal. We did a little bit, but
yeah, and then the White Cloaks had their, or yeah, Will and Dane had their stream going.
yep,
So
it's good stuff.
so yeah, guys. Yeah, so we got quite a bit of Wheel of Time content. I probably gonna do this in a couple weeks. I might ask a few the other people. And I kind of want to get you and the White Cloaks for the finale that week, but I know you guys are gonna be doing your own stuff at the same time, so we'll have to figure something out. But I want to get
Yep.
you and Dane and Will on at the same time. So
Sounds hey, works for me. I know I know I'll be doing something, but yeah, like at some point, absolutely spread it around, try and all rising tide and all that, right?
yeah. So anything else you got going on? Anything else you want to plug? Is there more? You said you're going to do a breakdown, a fight breakdown of
Yeah, so
episode 4.
me and Nate have been doing we're getting back into the fight autopsy, so we'll be doing that. We'll probably skip right to this fight scene because it's so bad. But he was out of town this week, so we couldn't do that yet. So maybe earlier this week we'll do it. But normal Wheel of Time stuff. Gonna try and get back to some of the gaming stuff here when probably when Wheel of Time sort of ends, we'll I'll get back into some of that stuff. But yeah, just all kinds of stuff, new videos, streams, all kinds of stuff. Just yeah, gonna try
Yeah.
and keep pumping out the content.
Yeah, I was thinking about making video again. I've been meaning to. My next video game retrospective would have been, well, still is the '90s Super Mario educational games. And I
Yeah,
was watching. There's a show on Roku called Martin Scorsese presents The Saints, and the first episode's about Joan of Arc. So I'm watching the Joan of Arc episode. I was thinking to myself, you know where I first heard of Joan of Arc? From Super Mario's Time Machine on the Super Nintendo. That's why I first heard of her. And
that's funny.
yeah, and I had to fill out the game literally makes you fill out a worksheet in order for you to return the artifact to her, because you have to and also Mario's Missing is the same way.
Yeah,
You have to take a test in order to prove that what you have is authentic or something, which is
yeah,
doesn't make any sense. But hey, it's an educational game.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
It's
my
great.
1993, when I was 9 years old, my Christmas was ruined because we thought that was a real Mario game, that Mario was going to got kidnapped by Bowser. You have to play as Luigi in the castle to find him and all that. Nope, nope. It's an educational game that takes place in our world, and you transport to different cities in the world via warp pipe as Luigi. uh, you kill Koopa Troopas. They steal parts of the Golden Gate Bridge or parts of the Great Wall of China or parts of the Sistine Chapel ceiling and all that, and you return it to them. And then you got to take a test, and then you call Yoshi. You have to figure out where the fuck you are.
Yeah,
You call Yoshi, and Yoshi travels the world, from Antarctica, which is where Bowser's Castle takes place, all the way to wherever the fuck you are, whether it be Rome or San Francisco or Beijing or whatever. So I learned quite a bit from those games as a 9-year-old. I think I was able to get second place in my school's geography bee because of that game. So, so I've been meaning to do. That'd be my next game retrospective. So I've been meaning to do. I teased
that
it
could
a
be
year
fun
ago.
though, man. That could be good times, dude.
You
So
know
I
why?
look forward to
I can
that.
type. Mario teaches typing.
There you
I can
go.
type. So
Maybe speaking.
yeah. So yeah, the Nintendo Direct. We'll definitely talk about that.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh yeah.
but yeah.
That would be a big
Besides
one.
Wheel of Time and stuff, anything else?
I mean, I'm gonna do some Daredevil stuff here shortly. It's gonna have talking to Zax about doing something. We haven't really hammered it out yet, but we'll be doing something with Zax. And should have a special guest next week. I think on Tuesday for a special stream. So
Ooh.
that'll be good stuff too. So yeah, a lot happening. Carl stuff. The Dresden File read is still going too. So a lot of balls in the air, man.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So, but yeah, for me, if you guys like watching, a new Wheel of Time reader, talking about, where he's at in the books. I mean, this Sunday, I plan on doing, I plan on talking about Crown of Swords, first half. So before I used to do several streams for a single book. Now, because the story's kind of slowed down quite a bit, I gonna kind of compress into maybe 2 streams per book now. So
Yeah.
the plan is the goal for me is to finish the Wheel of Time this year. So I might read like a few portions of like maybe Silmarillion in between. But yeah, so right after Crown of Swords, I'm gonna read Path of Daggers and then get through the slog, and
Yeah.
then then get to the end, get to the Knife of Dreams, and then the Sanderson books, and then and then call it a day and all that. And yeah, I'm really curious how this story ends. I mean, I know some spoilers, but I don't know how the spoilers happen or what leads up to it. So, I mean, I watched enough Japanese shows where the title of the show is "This Character Dies."
Yeah.
But the thing is, how does it lead up to it, and does it lead up to it in a good way? That's pretty much what's important. It's the journey. That's really important. How it happens is
Yep.
important to me.
Agreed.
So,
Big time.
so yeah, so I'm curious to see how this is, and yeah, I'm willing to set aside my expectations, lower them a little bit to understand that the story's kind of slow down a little bit and get some more character stuff going. And so I'm just gotta be patient. So
Yes, sir.
that's been my journey so far. So I tell myself not gonna bitch about the wheel. I'm not gonna bitch about expectations not living up or something. So yeah.
Yep.
So
Very
yeah.
smart. I agree. Sounds good.
So yeah, so that's it. So yeah, so everybody, thanks for being here.
Yes, sir.
Definitely subscribe to White Cloaks and definitely subscribe to Prophet of the Dragon, and definitely, well, you can subscribe to me if you want, but definitely follow me on X, at Nerdporial Life. And yeah, man,
Yep.
thanks. I hope you got, yeah, hopefully, I don't know if I'm going to have another tutorial this week or next week or the week after. But yeah, man, yeah, guys. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. So, all right, guys, take care, stay safe, and you know what? Let's see what the let's see what the Golden Sedai are up to.
Good night. Thanks.